So, you've got these huge dreams, right? You can picture the life you want, and it feels so real, so close. But then, when it's actually time to do the work, you just don't. Well, you're not alone. In this explainer, we're going to dive deep into the psychology of that really weird feeling, being incredibly ambitious, but also feeling completely stuck. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Does this look a little too familiar? You wake up and tell yourself, all right, today is the day. But somehow, the most important things on that list just get copied and pasted to tomorrow. It's super frustrating, and it points to a pattern that we are about to break down.
And this is that pattern, isn't it? You wake up, you're fired up, ready to go, but then you just check your phone for a minute, and that minute turns into an hour. Before you even know it, the whole day is gone, and you're lying in bed feeling awful, promising yourself that tomorrow will be different. It is an absolutely soul-crushing cycle.
This whole situation brings us to what you could call the ambitious procrastinator's paradox. It's this completely baffling state of having these massive goals, and you know you're smart enough to achieve them, but you're just trapped by doing nothing.
Now, this is maybe the most important thing you'll hear. This is not because you're a bad person or because you are fundamentally lazy. It is all about deeply ingrained patterns in your brain. And you know, the best news of all? Patterns that were built can be changed. You just have to understand what's actually going on inside your own head.
So, let's get into the why. What is going on in there that causes this? Well, it all comes down to your brain's ancient, hardwired survival instincts.
See, there's literally a battle going on in your head. One part of you, the ambitious part, is all about growth and success. But then there's your survival brain, and it wants absolutely none of that. It just wants comfort, safety, and to avoid the pain of hard work or, maybe failing. And right now, let's face it, the survival brain is winning.
And this is exactly what we mean by survival mode. When your brain senses the threat of a difficult task, and it sees effort as a threat, it tries to protect you. How? By steering you towards something easy and instantly fun, like scrolling through your phone. It genuinely thinks it's helping you, but what it's really doing is robbing you of your long-term happiness. And this is exactly how that bad habit gets built. You think about that big, scary goal. You feel the discomfort. Your brain offers you an easy out, a distraction. You take it, you get a little hit of dopamine, and your brain learns a really dangerous lesson. Avoiding the hard work feels good. And that loop just gets stronger every single time you do it.
Now this brings us to one of the biggest mental traps of them all, perfectionism. And you know what? It's probably not what you think it is.
This quote just nails it. You tell yourself you have high standards, that you're just waiting for the right moment to create something amazing. But in reality, you're just afraid. You're afraid of starting, you're afraid of failing, and maybe you're even afraid that you're not quite as great as you imagine yourself to be.
And that fear, it shows up as an endless list of excuses, right? You're waiting for the perfect plan or waiting until you feel totally ready. But here's the secret. Perfect never shows up. Ready is a complete myth. And the result is always the same. You stay stuck, you never start.
You have got to let this one sink in. The real enemy isn't making something that's bad. It's making nothing at all. See, when you fail, you learn something. But when you do nothing, you learn nothing. Every single successful person that you admire has failed way more times than you've even tried.
Okay, so we get the problem now. We understand the psychology, but how do we actually fix it? Well, it's not about magically finding motivation. It's about building a system for action.
And that system has to start with this hard truth. You're probably never going to feel like doing it. You can't just wait around for motivation to strike like lightning. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are totally unreliable. You have to build the discipline to take action, especially when you don't feel like it.
So, how do you do that? First, you have to start ridiculously small. I mean tiny. The goal isn't to write a book in a day. It's to write one paragraph. Second, aim for consistency, not perfection. Doing something small every single day is infinitely more powerful than doing something huge once a month. This is how you actually build the habit and start to rewire your brain.
Next up, you have to fix your environment. Look, this isn't a willpower problem, it's a design problem. You need to make distraction difficult and make focus easy. Successful people don't have some secret supply of willpower, they just have better systems. They remove the temptations before they even become temptations.
Okay, this next one might sting a little. Watching videos about productivity, yep, even this one, can feel like you're making progress. But you're not. It's just another form of avoidance. You don't need to learn more, you need to do more. So after this is over, just go do one thing.
And finally, let's talk about maybe the most important part of making this change actually stick: the conversation you're having with yourself inside your own head. Because listen, you are going to have bad days. You're going to fall back into old patterns, and that is okay. The people who actually succeed aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who don't let one bad day snowball into a bad week. The whole secret is to just keep coming back, every single time.
And a huge part of being able to come back is changing that self-talk. Beating yourself up with guilt and shame, it's a terrible motivator. So instead of, I'm so lazy, I wasted another day, try, okay, I messed up today, tomorrow is a new start. It's about talking to yourself like you would a good friend. Forgive yourself and just focus on the very next small thing you can do.
Please remember this. Your identity is not your behavior. Lazy is just a description of something you've been doing. It is not who you are. And what you do is completely 100% within your power to change, starting right this second.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about tomorrow. Forget about the perfect plan. Your future self, the one who's actually living out all those big dreams, is waiting for you to just get started. So what is the one tiny, imperfect action you're going to take the moment this is over?